Hey everyone, I saw this World Team Tennis point, doubles point scrolling through Twitter and wanted to do kind of a quick breakdown. It's actually been a few years since I've done the old point of the week format. We have been sharing those recently, but if you do like this format of me kind of breaking down a specific doubles point, give this video a like below or add a comment, and that'll give me some good feedback as to what you're liking, and then maybe I can do some more of these. But like I said, this is a World Team Tennis mixed doubles point. You've got Kim Clijsters serving, Ayla Tomljanovic, I believe is how you pronounce it. She's returning. One of the Bryan brothers is here. I always get them mixed up, so I'm not going to say if it's Mike or Bob. And then I don't know Clijsters' partner at the net here, but yeah, I can't see who that is. But it's 4-all, Clijsters serving, it's 4-all in the tiebreaker, so this is a deciding point for the set. And what I'll do is play the point, and then kind of break down what I saw here and what's going on. So let's play the point. All right, so you can see Clijsters finishes that with a forehand winner down the line. She hits a pretty good serve to the Tomljanovic backhand, and she hits a really good deep return. So if you're returning from the ad court, you know, a deep return like that is good anytime you can do that. But Clijsters is able to fend that off pretty well with a lob here. So you can see it's actually not a great serve, but it's just kind of a routine body serve in the middle. It might have been a second serve, I'm not sure. But you can see where this return lands, and you can see Clijsters is on her heels, on the run, barely able to get to this. You can see the Bryan brother up here at the front starting to close kind of towards the net, which is obviously what you want to do when you see the opponent in a defensive position like this. Anything she hits here should kind of float slowly. Even if she is able to get it cross court, she's not going to be able to get a lot of pace on it, so he should have plenty of time to both cover the line and get back over here to get anything. But she just hits an unbelievable lob here over his head, and you can see how close he is at the net. That was one of my takeaways from the previous video. But she just hits a ridiculous lob here that gets over his head. And Tomljanovic actually has a pretty easy forehand. She's standing just barely behind the baseline. There's not a lot of pace on this ball. But she doesn't get it very deep. So she goes back at Clijsters, and you'll see it lands here kind of in the service box. So she doesn't get this ball very deep. And when it lands here, the player at the net reads it, and you saw he started to move towards the center net strap, maybe expecting a little bit deeper ball, and then kind of starts to recover here. But if you've been following my double strategies for a while, you know that the only three things I like to do at the net is to pinch, poach, or fake. And if you've taken my course in the mental game, you know that I don't like to have blanket statements or blanket rules that always apply. And this is one of those scenarios where it's actually probably best to cover the alley. And I hesitate to say that because almost all of my strategies say don't cover the alley, don't cover the alley. But let me explain what I mean here. So Tomljanovic's ball lands short in the court. Clijsters is in the ad court. She has an inside out or inside in forehand, and she's able to kind of step into it. So anytime in the ad court, at least for a right-handed player, they have an inside forehand, so that ball is coming inside here. This is one of the easiest shots to take down the line in tennis. So in that case, as the net player, you want to do everything you can to make her hit the ball inside out rather than inside in. So because she sees the opponent here a little bit closer to the center, she sees an opportunity to take this down the line, and she does that. An inside-in forehand is one of the easiest shots to take down the line, like I said. It's going to have a ton of power, and it's going to be a really difficult volley for the net player, even if you are there to hit it. So you really want to kind of force them to go back cross court to stay in the point in most cases, unless you know the opponent just has a really weak forehand for some reason. But if you've been watching Clijsters recently, even if you are able to poach on this ball and she does go inside out, as a right-handed player, you're going to have a backhand volley there against the Clijsters forehand, and that's not a good matchup, especially with a ball landing this short in the court. So because he moves towards the center, Clijsters sees that, and she's able to just smoke this one up the line. And like I said, inside-in forehands are one of those things where, you know, if you're the opposing net player and you see that ball land short in the court and you see the opponent starting to run around the forehand and kind of step in, you want to do everything you can to kind of stay home, stay really on top of the net in case they do come at you, so you can just quickly react and try to get something back over the net, but really push them to go inside out with this so that you can stay in the point. And you can see here that she's able to just smoke this one up the line. So I'll play that back again real quick. You can see great defense there. This lands way too short in the doubles court, and the Bryan brother is not covering the line there. So I'd never say cover the line. I think it's almost always a bad idea, but in this case, it might not be a bad idea because that inside-in forehand is such a big weapon and such a difficult shot to volley. So it's not. They're not going to make a lot of errors. It's just an easier shot to kind of turn on than a normal down the line forehand from the deuce court, for example. If you have any questions, add it to the comments below. Again, if you like this format, like the video, and I'll try to do more of these as I see them. Or if you have a point that you've recorded or that you've seen on Twitter or YouTube or anywhere and you want me to break it down, just send it my way and I'm happy to do that.